Alright, hello monkey. Yesterday we edited some sounds. They are not perfect. By all means they are terrible. But now we can use them to make something in Metasounds to fit our little function or little ability. That was under effects. I put it here. Right there. We could even use this to trigger the sound. And the sound itself sounds like this. Right now at least. The idea is you have a build up and then a whoosh with a fire sound. Now what we want to do is pitch up this thing. Pitch both. What is this? This is the volume. I'm not sure if I just set something so 0 to 1 can work here. Could also use a graph to play with this from outside. Input 2, what is input 1? Are we using it somewhere? Yes, but we don't need it. Okay, now it's cleaner. We also need to fade this part. Should start with 1 and then fade out. Well, this is the build up pitch. And this is the build up volume or gain. What's the difference between volume and gain? And this one is fire gain. Have to play with this. Some kind of graph from outside, I would say. It's at 0. This. Let's clean up a little. Although I would like to have it like this because the bottom one starts after. No. It actually like this right first. second and third. Just have a logical order. Okay, I think with this we can play the sound, no? Yes, this part needs to be triggered and stopped from outside because this is not a... How long is this actually? Does it say? .6. That's concerning. This goes 5 seconds, so 0.6 seconds we have freedom here, I guess. It's fine. How do we play sounds? It is play music. Wait, but I want play sound. Is it also play music then? Or did I actually never played sounds? Why? See. Maybe I should rename this. Not be music, but sound. But I'm not sure if I really need all of this. Probably not. Maybe I need just a different thing. Or we just do create sound 2D. Do I really need the sound controller for this? Probably not. I would probably be over-engineering this if I use the sound controller. Maybe I need to rename this into music controller and sounds I just handle without that. All I need is this actually. Triangle growing. We'll start our fire. That one needs to be a parameter. So we call this fire Metasound. This will start that. I mean, we can now listen to it. If I just press play, it should fire that sound. Doesn't. Does this even get triggered? Print. Another one here. They are getting printed. Why is this not working? Clearly is getting fired. Sort order, where's the default? Is there a default or is this the default? Questions. So why don't we hear this? Say something? Clearly is getting fired. Oh. Let's go in here. Through here. And I'm not stopping that. So why? Oh, we have to play it. I'm so of course. Play. Oh, it should be fine. Yeah, okay. What a simple problem. Anyway, now that we are starting it, we can play around with its values here. I would believe comes after. On this trigger switch, adds it into this list, and that list gets fired here. This needs to happen before this can happen. Okay. How do I set Metasound parameters? That float parameter. There are two of them. What's the difference between those two? Target is audio component. Target is audio parameter controller interface. Really not sure. Firstly, take this in here. We would have a very slight pitching and a normal fading in at the beginning. I thought. But it doesn't work because we are not using the parameter names. We need the gain. And we need the pitch. Now it should do. Great, I like this. And oh, wait, yeah, the triggering, we still need to have to do the triggering there. Okay, we can use a curve here even to make this even more fitting to the triangle. We could even use this for the scaling here. Is this between 0 and 1? Yes. We can use this actually. That's pretty good. Let's use that. Put this in here. And the gain is here. Now we could even add something and multiply it by something to have a different value. Instead of 0 to 1, we could have like minus 10 to 20 or something. How does this sound? Right. Is that minus 10, please? Maybe too low, but I'm not sure. And how about 20? No, that's too much. How about 10? No. Maybe 8. Let's try. Was minus 10 okay? Minus 10 to 8. Yeah, maybe. So let's say we go minus 10. We add minus 10 and multiply it by 18. Oh wait, does that work? No, we have to multiply it by 18 and then minus 10. Multiply by 18. Then add minus 10. No. No, the gain is too much. Not so sure. What about 10? Maybe. This gain here, I'm not sure if I'm actually hearing that. Wait, no, the beginning is very fast, that's why. Could play with the curve a little bit more, I guess. Doesn't matter right now. Gain is too much. Divide this by 0.5 maybe. .75. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We will see. Oh, we have to trigger. We need a trigger input. Hello, baby. That's a start fire trigger. Okay. But we have to also stop this. Stop that. Start these with this one. Start fire. What was it? Execute trigger or something? I'm not sure. Or was that in our own? I think I called it execute on my sound controller. Action called. Also execute parameter. Never mind. Then take this. Execute trigger parameter. Start fire. And now let's see. It's not stopping though. Not stopping. Wait. Off and fire. fire fan. When does this happen? Don't they fire at the same time? What? Wait a moment. And interesting. Did I not save? Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I didn't save, that's why. Yes, that was the problem. We shouldn't stop this. We should actually fade it out. How do we fade it out? Build up gain we could use. Need a curve or something. This. Here. Then we need this one. Or either fire fan or dissolve and fire. Even use the dissolve. Yes, we didn't save. There was a jump I really didn't like. Why did it jump? This stops at 1, right? Oh, I understand. Starts at 0. Have to do -1. This. Why is it not dissolving? Why is it not dissolving? I cut functionality I did. Of course not my intention. Do it again. The whoosh is a little too loud. Where's the whoosh? Zero point 6. Of course, I cannot listen to this anymore. Maybe even quieter. Make it really, really in the background. Something. I think we didn't see here a difference. I probably have forgotten to save. Maybe this is not too much. Try with 3. Maybe now the flames are too much. 0.75. Save this. I mean, maybe here we fade it out. One. Hey, Serial. I'm fine, how are you? It's going pretty great. I mean, depending on how you define great, I think the things I'm doing right now are not the quality I want, but the coding itself goes rather smoothly. It's not complicated at all. This is just a timing. Like first this one does it and then these fire. This is like, there's no code. This is more like a flow. Like I have these timings here. The complicated code is in this abstract class and we don't change that. But there is like timings now here. And these are like these 4 things. From 0 to 5, this one goes into the tick. And it goes from 0 to 1 here. So it's rather very simple. These are just flow things from the animation. Very, very simple stuff. Now that I changed here, now we want to fade it out. We have the fire gain here. All we need to do is put it in here. Here's our fire. Like this. Fire gain. And put it here maybe. Should work, right? Because from 1 to 0 it counts down, so let's see. Oh, that was nice. I like that fading out. Yeah, this is good. Now all I want to do is the starting part. I think my curves are not good enough right now. Let's see. First of all, we want this to go a little further. The 15. Yes, something like that. Now this one. I think I want this to be lower. I hate this, that Unreal does this per default, the snapping. It's very, very annoying. Let's listen to this again. Yeah, something like that. Why did it die? That's... It's like it just disappears. Hmm. Oh well. Give me a moment. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's see. What's that? Do that. Going wrong. Wait. No. Correct. Like, this is not happening. Either that or the sound is... Oh, it's too short. Oh. The sound is too short. I need to make a new sound. What's this? Why is that a thing? What's the limiter? We have a new one? Template? Empty? No? Thank you. Then go to Metasound, fire. We need something like 10 seconds of this. How do I scroll around? What second are we in right now? Why did you scroll, man? What the fuck? Okay. How do I tell this thing to start from the beginning, man? Did it? Longer than 5 seconds. Fact abilities fire import. Fine. Let's see. It seems to be now working with the fade. Only the gain is how it's up, I think. I don't know, but I think this is good now. Let's see it in play. We need a die animation. And the fade to result screen is too fast. We really need to play a victory animation or something. Also something to... I think the fire ability is fine now. First iteration. I proved that my systems work. Okay, what do I do now? Again, didn't expect to be finished this fast. I mean, we can't think about this. Very near it. Maybe it should be in the visual act. Where is the tomati? This goes into nation. Visual and this one. Whatever. Ah, it is here. Never mind, I was blind. Could have a hit sound here. Have a switch for hit sound. And say execute command hit sound. We don't even need a payload probably. And have a randomizer with the pitch for a hit sound. But what happens if you have 3 hit sounds at the same time? That wouldn't sound correct, right? You could build a system for special sounds that should not overlap each other. So if one plays, no one other can play another. So we don't have overlapping for the duration of the sound. Or we say like can set a time where it is like in quotations invisible, invincible, or immortal, whatever you would call it. Are we doing it though? Could make a function out of this and say to send hit animation or something and then have this with the sound. I would need a hit sound. The problem is, I said, probably need something that has immunity over overriding it, or not overriding it, more like having multiple. Maybe for this we need a sound controller. We could call it play non-overlapping sound. And then we give it some kind of ID. We have to be aware, or this is tricky. Could map some sound files and then call them via ID. And then even set the delays there. Or not delay, more like the immunity time. How should we do this? Let's think. Where would this sound be? Do I just play the sound and have an ID, or do I have a table with these sounds? If I have a table with these sounds, then I have like more maintenance friction, because I would need to maintain a table with IDs, and if I forget the ID, then I have to look it up again. But the thing is, the other one has like a similar problem, but is hidden, because if I want to play a sound, I just put the sound in, but I have to give it an ID, and these IDs need to match. It would have the flexibility of being able to play the same sound in different IDs intentionally. But I could also add multiple of these sounds in the table, but that's dirty. I think I will not go for the table idea. How do I set the immunity though? I can fire a sound with an ID and immunity. Then I fire another sound, the same one with the same ID, and a different immunity. Do I just ignore the immunity then? I mean, I probably never need that different immunity times anyway, but okay, let's say we played the we are playing the animation, the sound. I would add the sound into a map with a string ID and then the sound itself, probably. Or I don't need a map. An array with strings is enough. And then I just ask if the array contains an ID. If yes, play sound. If no, don't play. But how do I remove a sound from this array? I want to have an immunity timer. So do I go for a map instead? And then just loop every single item in there, counting a timer. Where do I save the Where do I save the immunity time? So I have two arrays or two maps. One map has the current time, the other one has time set. And then I always check would work. Baby, what are you doing? Tell me before I sleep. Why are you doing 5 things? I see. I call it slot. And this is a slot ID now. We need a sound to play. What is it? Sound base object. Sound base. Sound to play. And immunity timer. What? What do you mean gambling? We're playing gacha? Not again. Ah, I see. I mean, we don't need this. We need this add. One. This one. Wait, we need to... Timer set. Find. If true, don't do anything. If false, we add it here. And what was it? Play sound. Need this sound. I mean, I'm not sure if I need to do anything else with it. If it's a Metasound that has parameters, this will not work. I mean, then again, if it has parameters, I also need a timings thing. I don't know. For this, it's fine, I think. So let's say this will not play any complicated timelines. For now, it's fine. So time set map not found, then we add one and play the sound. Set here. So we're reserving a slot with this immunity time. And with the time set, we go here. Empty. It's not empty. If it's not empty, we get piece for each. And then we find delta time world seconds. This plus this. If they are, find smaller or equal. No, just smaller. And this. Let me say add the new timer in there. Not remove the and that's it. With the sounds, play non-overlapping sound in slot. We give it an ID. It searches it in this map. If it doesn't find it, it adds it with the immunity timer and plays the sound. Then on here, on tick, we look at the time set. Oh, wait. Timer map. Ooh, okay, this wouldn't work. My idea was search for this, but we also need to add it, so we need to add this to at 0 second. Like so. Not timer set. Need the timer itself. 0 seconds added. And then here, time set is not empty. Could also look for this one, doesn't matter. And for each of these elements, we find the timer and add a delta second to it. Look if the timer set is greater than the new added seconds timer. If yes, if the time set is smaller than, this is wrong. Wait. If the time set is smaller, if the normal time is smaller than the time set, then we add new seconds into the timer. Else we will remove both entries. This should work. I have this in a function. Countdown, non-overlapping, sound, immunities. So. Fine. Go away, and this goes our tick. Nice. So now we can use this for a hit sound. If 3 of my ARPlings get hit at the same time, the sound plays only once. Now the question is, where does the sound play? Play on the ARPling itself? I make a hit sound? I make a set. How does it sound to hit an Arbling? Does it make a clunk or something? And what if we are getting hit by sleep paralysis pollen or something? We do have a hit in the logic. It should not play the hit sound, so maybe the abilities need some kind of information in them. Be hit silent or something like that. You have the information. Ability active. You have it. Have the ability data. So we could add it here somewhere. Data. Data, we could add something for that. Call it, I don't know. Hit is silent or something. Have to set it true if we don't want to have sound. That actually it's the thing. It is silent. And then we have it in here. Wind side. Actually, we call it hit is silent, but what if we are healing? Also, maybe it's also for just heal, whatever. Air, sleep. Cast magic effect. It. Silence. And right now, probably don't need to add it here because we don't even have a hit animation or healing anyway. We could use it, but right now there's no need because it wouldn't trigger anything here in the healing. Need to add the sound trigger and the will never happen. Probably don't need there. So we do have that now. I would need to add these two. things here somewhere. Huh? There it is. It. The idea would be get the data asset, silence. If it's silent, we do nothing. If not, we get sound controller or mapping. What was it called again? Overriding? Sound. Plain non-overlapping. Say immunity time 0.5, 0.25, something like that. Then hit sound, and the asset itself we would need still. Handle it. Effects. Let me get these added here. That. Sound, we would need to add the sound in here. That's not the only thing in disco. Good, so normally now work. We don't have a hit sound. Here. Same thing here. There we go. Nice. Okay, the logic is there. Would play the hit sound if we had a hit sound. I would place my hit sound here if I had it. What else? I'm in the evade. That happens here. Does it happen here too? No, you cannot evade items apparently, which is strange. Does ability hit? We don't have that here. Interestingly, we have a switch physical and magical. Get override or default. Does not shake up. We are skipping things for the items. Right now they hit always. I would need a separate logic for items to see if they miss or hit. I think even magical attacks on that could miss. That was the oh my god, sometimes I just forget words. Anyway, that was what was happening in Jade Cocoon 2, where if you used an item, it could sometimes just not hit. I would need to evaluate if I want that feature in my game. Other games, you always hit with an item, no? It depends. So the sound itself, where does it play? What does the created at the location where our Orpling is? Probably not. Where does it create it? Volume. This function allows users to create audio components in advance of playback. It's setting specific for non-spatialized, non-distance attenuated sounds. Ah, this sound is playing wherever. My Orplings would need a sound component to play it. Okay, maybe this is what we do next. Where is it? Add sound component to actors who need it. Orplings and others. Hello, I must not finished yet. Abilities. And create Orpling got hit sound. Create Orpling evaded sound. Add them into system. I thought about it. Never change final sound. Charge. House. Cone. Okay. So the only thing that I should not forget is right now that when I play the overlap sound here, I also play the sound, of course. All right. Okay, next time we will do some audio components at the actors, etc., and then pipe it through and play it on, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today. One more thing. Local or global? Who is still here? Maybe. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.